Every cup saves a pup. I couldn't be more excited to welcome Jordan Karcher to the show. He is the founder of this incredible coffee company that is Grounds and Hounds. You're taking it from New York to LA. Welcome to LaLa Land.
Thank you. I'm excited to be out here.
So what was the genesis for this incredible coffee that gives back?
So when I was 24, I was just walking to breakfast. I lived in Los Angeles, and I came across a pop-up dog adoption in Santa Monica. And a little brown and white Dalmatian crawled in my lap and tucked her nose in my jacket. And with no plans at all, I just looked up to the woman. I said, what do I have to do to leave with her today?
No.
So that's which that's how all good things start in my mind. So Molly is the Dalmatian who came into my life, and you'll see her on all of our packaging.
Is that Molly right there?
That is. So she's the inspiration. She's been with me for 8 years now. But what happened is I started working with rescue organizations in my free time. And I said, I want to volunteer. She brings a lot of happiness into my life. Countless other dogs don't get this second chance. How can I help? And when I was working with rescue organizations, I started looking at it at a broader level of, what is the issue? It's not necessarily just more volunteers, but how can I address this at a systemic level and make an impact nationally? So I looked at from funding. How do you create continuous revenue or continuous funding to organizations who rely on grants and donations? So I then looked at my background, which was originally in wine and spirits and beverages. So I did marketing, analytics, and I started looking at the coffee industry. And I said, well, I wake up, I have a cup of coffee every morning, and my dog joins me, and it's my favorite part of the day. If a fraction of the coffee drinkers out there feel the same way, we might be able to make a difference. So the concept of Grounds and Hounds was great coffee, greater purpose, and that is really just how the whole impetus began.
And you've provided over 1 million meals to different children at this point?
Over 3 million now.
Wow.
We've transferred 3,000 plus dogs. We've worked with 400 rescues throughout the country, and it started out of my grad school dorm room by selling my furniture on Craigslist and just bootstrapping. So we started with a website and 6 blends of coffee. That was in 2014. Now we've done over 250,000 in donations, and we're probably one of the faster growing coffee brands out there.
Wow. Jordan, I mean, this is why we do this show. Like, this exactly is what keeps us going, what are we doing? Like, thank you so much. Like, I'm just going to get choked up because this is what it's all about. This is, for me, this is what the innovation and the entrepreneurship and the ability that we have to do something where we love our coffee and we love our puppies and how we can make it. I mean, it's so touching what you're doing.
Thank you.
Really and truly.
Thank you.
When you started, did you expect that it would get this big?
I set lofty goals, so I think we still have a long way to go. We're just scratching the surface on what we'll do. But I didn't necessarily know. I was 25, and I mean, so I'm irrational and overly optimistic. I was way smarter back then. I like to say it was before you know things.
As most entrepreneurs should be.
Exactly. It's that perfect time where you just think you can't do wrong. So I started it, and I didn't really know where it would take me. I had no idea what I was doing. It was my first company, so it was definitely a laying track as the train went process, and as we figured things out, we've really honed in and understood the dynamics of e-commerce, direct-to-consumer sales, the coffee industry, wholesale, retail. We've been able to expand in both areas. Our coffee subscription program's really rapidly grown. Our social media and content creation has become a big piece of what we do. So you can find videos of my dogs throwing each other Christmas parties. So it's not just your traditional, here's our coffee, let me talk about coffee. We're much more about, here's the community that we're creating and how you can become part of it by drinking our coffee.
But the coffee itself is really good. 100% organic. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so coffee, it's my passion is to make a great cup of coffee but not talk about it. I want the customers to make up their own mind and decide what they think of our products. But it's all 100% Arabica, fair trade, organic. We use small batch roasting on a 1956 Probat drum roaster, so rebuilt old roaster. It's all done in a European style, so it has a really nice savory and smooth, kind of robust, silky style, so not that tartar acidic coffee that you'll find in a lot of cafes these days. We have everything from breakfast blends and single origins to dark roasts and decafs. We have a whole line of hot chocolates now that are heirloom hot chocolate from Ecuador, so it's a really amazing product. But we believe great products are what make the mission move forward. We're not a charity brand as much as we're a coffee company, a CPG social impact company that happens to do good, and that's integrated into why we exist.
Fantastic.
I'll drink to
Incredible.
that.
I'll drink to that.
Incredible,
Here's
right?
to love, right? I mean, what a
Yes.
beautiful, lovely, lovely company. Tell them where everyone can buy their subscription.
Yeah,
Well,
so the easiest way is at groundsandhoundscoffee.com. So you can find everything that we offer on that site. We have gift subscriptions, so if you're thinking about the holidays, this is a good time to check out some stuff. We obviously have a lot of mugs. We have apparel, merchandise. We have programs called Grounds Crew, so if you have local rescues, you can actually support the organization nearest to you. So if you go in and your organization's there, you can allocate the funds to go towards them. So it's a way that we can make a difference at a local level, but still appeal at a broader national level.
Wow.
Thank you
Fantastic.
for the work that you're doing.
Thank you.
Really, truly. Wake, brew, rescue, repeat. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more on Good